Time is passing, passing, passing. So slowly, I think I can watch the growing grass. And I wonder, what does it mean to pass? Time is passing, passing, passing. For years I've passed time, day by day. Too much work, not much play, passing months, passing hours. Feeling listless, unempowered. Pessimism made me sour. Eschewing sunsets and fragrant flowers. All this privilege, yet often mad. Income and assets don't stave off sad. Not depressed, but feeling trapped. And all along, time is passing, passing, passing. Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions of life without purpose? Late 2022 marked a long slide toward apathy. It started years earlier and accelerated during COVID. Just going through the motions, I internalized my misery, but refused to dig deeper. Outwardly, I acted as if nothing were wrong. In late December, I was due for a second prostate biopsy in 3 years. A November MRI had found spots of interest. For 6 weeks, I convinced myself I had cancer and started weighing the treatment risks, including the loss of sexual function. Would that translate to losing my manhood? Would that matter? Inexplicably, I felt at peace. More than anything, I just wanted to find a little bit of happiness. I've lived my whole life as one big lie. I was always a girl, but presented as a guy. Now I'm ready to come out. In fact, I'm ready to shout. I'm a beautiful, vibrant woman. Yet as I walk about, others make me doubt. I'm passing, passing, passing. You're a girl with a beard, isn't that kind of weird? Your voice is a bass. It doesn't match your made-up face. Your boobs are fake. You've got no hips. Without Botox in your lips, how can you be passing, passing, passing? My brothers and sisters, does passing mean perfection? Because after reflection, I see an infection caused by the intersection of cishet norms and cultural storms. Once the toxin forms in our brains, we are not good enough. If I feel I can't pass, it starts a tailspin, and I box myself into a standard of thin, an unblemished skin, only wearing what's in, with a plastered-on grin. What if passing's a standard I can never attain? Is all this in vain? Am I relegated to the pain of living in the wrong body for several more years, confounding my fears that I will never live the life I was meant to have? No! Hell no! It's me who dictates my best self. I decide if I'm clocked or stealth. I reclaim my mental health. Play the best with the hand I'm dealt. Do I pass or double down? Fix on a wig, don a gown. Flip a smile from a frown, live it up, go out to town. But wait, herein lies my power. Every minute, every hour. I'm 57, in my prime. My trans self redefined, as a woman so divine, my love for self so sublime, now internally aligned, never again just passing time. If I wait to be passing, I deny myself living the authentic life that I have the right to decide for myself. Yes, hell yes, I decide for myself and you for yourself, and we are our best selves, being heard, being seen as we are. Perfection not required. I don't have time for others to decide I'm passing, because right now, I'm focused on living, living, living. As a peer for rejection ever stopped you from trying something new? In March, I started converting journal thoughts into poetry for the first time in my life. I had delighted close family and friends for years with my personal narrative pieces and always balked at their encouragement to get published. My vehement fear of rejection hindered any chance for success. Suddenly, with just 3 poems written, I started hunting for opportunities to perform them. Oddly, I found the San Diego Poetry Slam, a judged competition. For someone who feared rejection, having their work instantaneously judged seemed insane. But I wasn't the same person. Beyond my gender transition, embracing my strengths and facing my fears fueled a personal transformation. I started to experience genuine happiness for the first time I could remember. Unfortunately, this didn't permeate all aspects of my life. My partner of 37 years grew more detached. While she fully supported my transition, being in my physical presence caused her extreme discomfort. In late April, she asked to separate. Can't we give it a little more time? I've become the best version of myself. I've gotten rid of all my negativity and pessimism. Alisha, I'm thrilled you found your best self. But the more light you shine, the more I feel like I'm living in darkness. I'm sorry, it's too hard for me to be around you. I need space to breathe. On May 6th, she moved out. I leaned into my poetry. 2 days later, I performed Passing at my first slam. The audience enthusiastically embraced the piece, and the judges moved me to the second round. Success felt intoxicating. Did I leave wanting more of the same? Yes, please. I leaned into my work. I found sanctuary in my work family. I felt free to share my transition and my poetry. One day, as we were waiting for others to join a Zoom meeting, I playfully asked my coworker, Melanie, how do you address me when I'm wearing a dress? She laughed. Alisha, sounds like you need to write another slam poem. When I'm wearing a dress, how do you address me? The world's changed, I know it's strange. When I'm wearing a dress, do you address me as a she? It's a personal choice. Some conform, others go freeform, but leave your opinions unformed on something that's personal to me. When I wear a dress, I want to be addressed by the pronouns I have chosen. Not by your opinions or your prejudices, not by your political slants or your sideways glance, again judging me when all I'm trying to do is my best. When I wear a dress, I invest in myself, the respect I deserve as the gender I'm meant to be. Does that make you less free? Because in America, if I impinge on your freedom, that might be a crime. Yet here in my dress, I'm the oppressed, not you. Is this about the bathrooms? Because your mind will be blown if you've ever flown. You've been using gender-neutral pronouns for ages, and yet you rage. Does that drop your jaw? Well, here's the flaw. When I gotta pee, I'm not really free to decide where I go. I freeze in my tracks, and I do all the math. And I have to fear wrath just to do a simple biological task. I build up my gumption and head for a stall. Did I make the right call? Will this choice be my fault because you have the gall to ridicule me every time I go pee? How will you address me when I'm wearing a dress? As I watch loving families torn apart by those who hate and make trans kids wards of state, while their legislative slate lacks legitimate debate, only mongering dark fears tuned to fascist-leaning ears. harking back the